High speeds, G-forces, luge lovers considered it an intense sport. We told you about the training ground for Olympic hopefuls in Muskegon yesterday on Daybreak.
So far, the Muskegon Winter Sports Complex has turned out one Olympian, Mark Grimmett, and has 3 more hopefuls possibly slated for the next Winter Games.
Well, this morning, 24-Hour News 8's Amanda Jarrett is taking us further into the world of luge, showing us what it's like traveling just inches above the ice.
Brett and Emily, we wanted to find out more about this sport. You know, it's huge in Europe. It's been gaining ground here in the U.S., especially in West Michigan. As you can see, I got a full lesson on safety, turning, braking. We even strapped a camera on my foot to show you what it's like on a sled very similar to those in the Olympics.
Okay.
You ready, Amanda?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
Dropping 650 feet in about 19.6 seconds. It's just that quick. Going about 25 miles per hour, using my legs and head to steer. It's a rush, but nothing compared to what the Olympians face.
At 90 miles per hour, things are happening fast. You're 3 inches off the ice. You're experiencing extreme G-forces.
Rudisill has been on this luge since he was a kid. And he says there's some big misconceptions about the sport he loves.
You know, hey, these guys are just riding down a sheet of ice sledding. It's got to be the easiest sport to do, and it is one of the most grueling training regiments that's out there.
It's the only Olympic sport that's timed down to the 1,000th of a second, forcing athletes to make split-second moves to navigate courses.
And you've gone over that track a million times in your mind prior to that race, and which line and at what point you're going to steer and make a correction and all of those things to shave off that 1,000th of a second.
That's why teams focus on aerodynamics and wind tunnel testing with the sleds.
It's the same type of sled you'd see in the Olympics, except for this part here. We have basically a training pod in the Olympics. The sleds that you'll see will have a fiberglass surround that they ride in for aerodynamics and to be able to handle the higher G-forces.
No G-forces on my ride. Slower and less rigorous, but still exhilarating. It was a good time. Rudisill says what happens in the first 50 feet of the race can cause you to win or lose. He says when you're watching the Olympics, look for those explosive starts. And judges want to see nice straight lines in the middle of the track. Much more finesse than I had. I was kind of bouncing around. And just a bump on a wall could dramatically change your race.
What did you think of that experience? Were you scared?
I was a little nervous. I didn't really know what to expect,
Yeah.
but they said kids can do it, people of all ages, and it's very safe. He went through all the safety measures with me. I had the helmet, so as soon as I went down, I was hooked.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it again. Yeah,
Sure.
It does take some training, though, to be an Olympian. I mean, you have to be in great shape to do this sport.
Oh, absolutely. Besides the years of training that we talked about yesterday, you also have to have great upper body strength, which I do not have, but you have to have great neck muscles to support your head, because you're going through 80, 90 miles an hour in those G-forces, and there's nothing on that sled, as you saw, to hold your neck. So you really have to be able to support yourself. So it's a strict training regimen. You heard him talk about that. Dietary restrictions like the other Olympians. Very intense.
Awesome.
Really cool. Does screaming make you go faster?
I think it did.
I'm a screamer too.
Better.
Yeah. You should, I did a roller coaster series years ago. Mic'd on a roller coaster. It was all screaming.
Yeah.
Can't help it. It's real. That's real.
That's real.
That is real. It was a great report. Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Amanda.
Amanda.